I'm saying welcome to all my sweethearts all over the world, my brothers and my sisters. ALLAFIA to you. And I'm claiming my ALLAFIA as well all the time. Yeah, so it's a new day, it's a new life, it's a new light. AFRIKA needs you and myself to be great. But to be great, there is a natural principle of life that is attached to greatness. And it is this principle that we know without a doubt that the AFRIKA ministry will continue to guide us with that principle and keep us in the knowing of the principle of life that is only written to make a person great, to make a nation great, to make a community great, and the people in the community to be great. Today, what we're going to talk about in the AFRIKA ministry regards one of those aspects of life that is definitely not associated with a principle, a natural principle of life that makes a person great, that makes a community great. What is that aspect of life that I'm talking about this minute? Money ritual. Not part of the principle of life that makes a person great or a community great or even a nation. And what is that? Well, AFRIKA ministry give us the go ahead to talk about money rituals. What is money rituals? Riches, or yeah, one can say riches, because when we're talking of wealth, that's another level of communication about natural givings of nature to our people. So I'd rather say riches. So money ritual will be riches that has no substance, that has no life in it, that has no essence in it, that has no foundation to it, that is not rooted right from the source. That's what money ritual is. However, it is clear for us to know that ritual itself is a right of the people, is a behavior of people that is made or written to be particular to you and is only there to uplift you, to make you great people in your community and to make your community great, and all that is in your community to be great. So ritual is a right of a community and everything that is in that community. However, when we start to transfer, ritual of people to money rituals, then it becomes, a problem. Money ritual is actually one of the problems, it's actually one of the many problems that is plaguing Africa from Africans' own progress, growth. Because when you're doing rituals that is not in accord with the earth, with that land that universe put you there to occupy, then it means the earth in that land is going to be displeased. So earth lift us up. The only way we can lift the earth up is to have clarity of the principle of the earth as it is given to you and your community. So when you're doing any form of rites, say spiritual rites, that is not speaking favor, harmony, yes, harmony to that land, to that earth, it will obviously going to be aggravation of energy, which means such community is bound to be having what I would call this harmony. Because energy, we're supposed to know how to soothe the energy of our land. So by listening to an outside influence is definitely not going to work, because outside influence does not know precisely, the communication that that land, that earth, in that your space is speaking forth to you. And one of these problems is money ritual, because money ritual has become what I would call a belief system in almost all African countries. Of course, if I'm incorrect, that's all good, but we need to have evidence before we can say what a person is saying is not correct. From my experience in my little time on this earth, which I hope I'm not going to be here for a very long time. But seriously, as a child growing up, there's two sayings that I used to hear people say. The first one is, Ki omo to jogun, emi o je ogbon. The second one is, tí ayé ẹnìkan ò bá bàjẹ́, ayé ẹlòmíì kò lè dára. They will say, tí ayé ẹnìkan ò bá bàjẹ́, ayé ẹlòmíì kò lè dára. Today, Fila Ministry is making it clear to those of us that have ear to listen and hear and activate that beauty of Ifala in us. Ifala Ministry is telling us today, the new day, the new light. Those types of saying are outdated, because this is not our innate tradition. It has become more like a belief system. It's not spoken about, but people definitely practices that. And it's definitely, not promoting greatness that we black people with the R, African people possess naturally. Some would say it's a secret knowledge that is only shared among certain people, certain group of people, when it comes to money ritual type of a thing. But for me, with the clarity of Ifala, what I take from that is that people with this type of knowledge about life should really begin to see it as a science. It's a science knowledge that you have. But when we're talking of spiritual aspect of things, for people who are very big on spirit stuff, you will find that money ritual really somewhat is another area that we need to look at. We've seen it in many movies, and a lot of the time things that goes on in movies tells maybe not all of it, but something about what is going on in that type of society in general. Money rituals destroys families. Money rituals does not encourage harmony. Money rituals does not encourage energetic harmony in the atmosphere or in general being of people. That which some people think is sacred is really no more a secret. Even in a situation where people are not outrightly destroying somebody else's life or purpose, it is still even damaging to that person to be functioning in money ritual style of life. The worst aspect of the problem that money rituals does to people and the community is that when a person who got riches through money rituals, that is definitely not in accord with the right of the land, with the natural principle of the land. What that does is that type of money definitely does not encourage, permanent legacy of people to be permanently established. However, the good news is, after all this confusion that is going on in African country today, there's only going to come a brighter light. There's only going to come harmony. So when we begin to have the importance of making sure, we're not just living in riches, but we start to live in the wealth that the universe has given to Africa, and we learn how to manage it according to the will of the universe. This is the type of wealth that AFRIKA ministry is promoting today to everyone, every listening ears that's, able to hear innately from themselves. I'm saying precisely as AFRIKA will have me speak, but what is important is that you are able to listen, relate to it innately, so that you can ignite the light that you carry, that carry you. That brought me to, a place where I feel the need to sing this little song to us. But it sounds little, but I can assure you it's not little at all. It's a song that we've heard it before from our greats, and we need to connect with that song today. This little light of mine, I'm gonna make it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna make it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. It makes sense for me to remind every one of us who we are and who our greats are, all our babas, all our AABs, that we represent, that represent us. They know that you are the light of the world, and they know that being the light of the world is not exclusive. Everybody have a light. You are alive because there's the light inside of you that keeps you alive. So it is not really your business to be involved with money rituals. Today's new day, new life, and new light, AFRIKA ministry is telling every one of us who is able to hear, you must start to say no to money rituals. Our greats that are in diaspora, right from a very long time, are the ones that sung that beautiful song that I already sung, but that I sang to us now. And what I hear as a child growing up from elders were never money rituals. But they will say, do work, do a career that represents you in your joy. It is in that joy that everything that you do will add to you greatly. Everything that you lay your hands on will become your wealth. Everything that you do for living, it will blossom. That is what I personally hear our great speak it in my presence. Never money rituals. But all of a sudden, it just switch. people feel to have money, you have to do money rituals. Even a person as young as 21, and this is a personal experience of mine that I met, at one time, not quite long ago, young people as young as 21. And for some reason, somebody has already drummed it into their ears that get rich quick is the way to go. Which means money rituals. At that point, even what they are laid their hands on, they don't really hear what that is communicating to them and how that is going to make them blossom, because they are in two minds. There, you have a career, but you're not paying attention to what that career is telling you. You just want to go to one person or the other that calls themselves this or that. I'm not even going to I'm not going to call any name. They know themselves anyways. You want to go to them so that they tell you, do this, do that, so that you become rich overnight. You can't tell people the source of your money. Nobody actually see how your source of your money come together. That's one. Another aspect is some people, they actually have the source of their money, but they do not hear the communication of that source of money. They went for money ritual instead. And then they will end up thinking it's some man that they go to that made them rich. And now they become, what do you call it? Some sort of servant to that man, because you've gone and put your own destiny that is written concerning you into another man's hand. You don't even know maybe the light that man carry. Yours shine brighter. You don't know. I would say to everyone that have ability to, say stuff or do stuff or whatnot to conjure money or make somebody to be bringing, one can't even begin to say, the unimaginable wrongs that people have to partake in to become rich, which is what money ritual is. We have to stop all these kind of practices. The earth is saying to us, stop it. Never mind some people, you like to think that some people have power or this or not like that. That is just by the way, I can assure you. But when the earth that is lifting you up is pleased with you as a race, as people, as a nation, as community, as a country, as a continent, my goodness, that's everything. And one thing that is true also is that, think about, so our practices, that is really not our tradition, is really not our culture. It may have just become a belief system because of one reason or the other. But a belief system is only there to be renewed. A belief system is only there to, to say no to if it's not helping you to respect your land. Yes, everything needs harmony, and the universe already placed harmony with everything. So why is people struggling? Why is people suffering? Because we will leave number 1 and then you want to jump to number 5. You think number 1 is not going to say you have to come back and start from number 1. It means a step at a time, and whatever it is you lay your hands on will speak to you, because you become energy now, you become light now, and whatever you touch is your light. You will blossom. You just have to be joyful, and you can't be calculating your own function in your own space by somebody else's yardsticks. No. My point Today, I'm using this opportunity to say we cannot continue promoting money rituals in our society anymore. It is the money rituals is part of the problem that is not allowing Africa to move forward. We cannot continue to place our lives or the lives of our children or the lives of our family in another man's hand. Collectively, we can make Africa great. Each and every one of us must to know the light that is innately, individually ours. And we shine that light together. ALLAFIA. And I'm going to use this opportunity again to somewhat do a very brief prayer for everybody who, one way or the other, have, dabble or kind of relate their wealth to money ritual, or they've gotten their wealth from one type of money ritual or the other. My prayer in that regards today is that the money that you have acquired, through money rituals, I don't connect with that, but I connect with it. You are innately beautifully made anyway, and it is written concerning you that you'll be wealthy, that you'll be rich anyways. On that ground, I'm saying, according to AFRIKA ministry, that every distractions that money ritual carry, every backwardness, every dissatisfaction to the earth that money ritual carry today has left your wealth. It is just a brainwash matter. It is just a brain disturbances matter that you will think is a man that gave you your wealth. So I'm asking you today, say to yourself, the money, the riches that you have did not covet from any man, did not covet from some magician that conjures stuff. Because when magician conjures stuff and they consider it secrecy, it's just a case of there you see it, there you don't. There you see, there you don't. Today, by the authority of AFRIKA that is above all authority, I'm saying, there you see, there you don't, has left your riches, has left your wealth. And your riches and your wealth is only going to increase you and increase your family. And that wealth and that riches that you have is going to be one of the riches and the wealth that will uplift Africa, that will uplift our community, that will uplift you, that will uplift your family. Just say to yourself that from today onwards, you're disconnected from any money rituals, that the riches you have is given to you by the universe, that by the creator of heaven and earth, that creates you and everything beautiful. Because it's useless thinking another man has conjured money for you, has done money ritual for you. We're born to this world of deceit, of confusion, of lying. So if you were to be given a choice, your own innate choice, you are not going to go to money ritual. I'm sure that's not your first point of call to become a great person. It's only because somebody convinced you or somebody tell you there's no other way. What am I saying? Do you understand? So there's a stage in your life that you didn't know, and I cannot imagine, but with what one hears sometimes as to what some people have to do money ritual wise to be rich. I mean, we cannot be killing each other because of money. That's all I'm saying. And some money rituals involve having to kill people, or it could even be a member of your family, or to just undermine another person's purpose or life or destiny, if you know what I mean. It's become so common that it would be foolish for one to think, oh, you know, you're not suffering from one way or the other money ritual practices. But what is important, what is mostly important, is not really what you have done when you didn't know any better, or when you're confused, or when you were scared, or when you didn't, you know, was not in a reasonable thinking state of mind. The move forward, the next step now is that you should become a reasonable thinking person, like today. Because if Allah needs you to genuinely be great, that's why you were created, to make your community great. You being great and your community is not great, it means you are not great. You being great and the entirety of your family is not great, that means you're not great. Everybody have a knowledge of one thing or the other. You know, so any type of natural knowledge or scientific knowledge, which some people call magic or do money ritual or conjure or this sort of stuff, it's just science. You just have to be able to apply it appropriately in a science manner for it to become tangible, instead of here you see, here you don't see it, hocus pocus sort of a thing. No, we don't want that anymore in Africa. We don't want hocus pocus money, ritual money anymore in Africa. It's not helping us to grow as people. It's not helping us to lift each other up as people. It's not helping your wealth to remain tangible or permanent when you ascend. What's the use of money you will have when you ascend? The fight is useless. Family cannot, you know, become great as a result of it. That's a man-made money now. That's conjuring money now. It's rubbish now. What am I saying? Don't be afraid that if you remove yourself from ritual money aspect of thing, you know, hocus type of money, then your money will disappear. No, I don't think that, because it's your mind. You know, your mind should be yours, and so is your brain and every part of your body. It should belong to you. It shouldn't have to belong to another man anywhere. And you cannot love paper money than you love yourself, can you? So if you have any of this, you know, natural knowledge of any sort, universe put it there just so you can, you know, protect yourself with and your family. What I'm saying is that universe give you this knowledge, yeah, so that knowledge is there to add to you and to add to your family whilst you are on this space called Earth, and whilst you ascend to another space. Your wealth should be building a conglomerate. Yes. Your wealth should be building legacy in Africa. So just decide that the money you have is given to you by the universe. The money you have is given to you by AFRIKA. Is there any money that anybody didn't call it in the first place? You know? And then you move it forward, then you move forward from there, you take it a level up and say, this money is going to build legacy in Africa that is going to nurture lives in Africa. That your money is going to become tangible whilst you're here and whilst you ascend. You know, give that money back to the earth. Wow. Give that money back to the earth. Respect the earth with that riches of yours. Respect the land of Africa. Honor the land of Africa with that riches of yours. Because everything beautiful cometh from the earth. if you are able to have that certainty of innate belief that is bigger than the system, innate belief is bigger than the system, because without you there's no system. And the earth will know that you have found yourself. And that's what the earth needs from you. I'm saying what I'm saying today about money rituals so that money rituals will leave Africa country. And we will have harmony. We will have wealth that's not going to take any member of your family away from you just because you want to be rich. You're rich already. You are rich and wealthy people already. In permanent health, in greatness, in harmony. You're wealthy in harmony. You're magnificent in harmony. Real wealth that is perfect and permanent and beautiful will stay with us in the land of Africa. And will stay with every single person that is living in the land of Africa, now and forever. I share for every one of us who have clarity of this truth, we should be able to use every wealth, every riches that come from Africa only for the purpose of building Africa and making Africa great. ALLAFIA. Photogram comedy. Let's move forward to photogram comedy. Today we're only going to refer to what we already talked about, and it makes sense anyway, because all join all join is all one. Yes, okay. Now, harmony. I was very happy to kind of disclose that money is actually harmony. Shall we do this exercise together? Let's spell harmony. Harmony. Wetin you see for there? Wetin the sound they tell you. Wetin you see for there, and wetin the sound they tell you. Harmony. HARMONEY. Maybe I spell it, the way it sounds. Now let's spell it the way it is spelled, but the sound remain the same. All join. Money, your wealth, my money, my wealth will continuously give me harmony from today onwards. I share now. HARMONY. 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 HARMONEY. Harmony. Money must be supposed to give you harmony. Anything that is not a respecter of the land of Africa, anything that is not a respecter of the earth of Africa, the earth herself will remove you from the land of Africa permanently. Ashe. No more hocus pocus money ritual of any sort in Africa. AFRIKA ministry is saying no to money rituals. Everyone with capacity of that knowledge should begin to use that knowledge to increase themselves and increase their family in wealth that is healthy, consistency. Because money must to give you harmony and prosperity. Money must supposed to give you harmony and prosperity. So therefore, my brothers and my sisters, make you know they promote money ritual again. Oh.